All right, so we are checking out at 6 in the morning. We're gonna go compete. My daughter's gonna go compete in gymnastics. We've been here for the whole weekend, and we're finally leaving Wisconsin Dells. Might be kicked out of Ketosis based on what I've consumed this weekend. What about you?
Hopefully not.
Nah. Well, when we get home, we're gonna test. Maybe we'll give you some footage of my daughter competing, but yeah, we'll let you know how it went when we get home. All right, so as you see, I peed purple, which is good. Like I said, I was a little bit worried because of Saturday night. I consumed probably about 35. I want to say I had 5 or 6 Michelob Ultras, which would be about 13, maybe 15 carbs right there, and then I had like 3 shots of tequila. So right there, just in drinks, that put me over 30, and I didn't have a lot of greens available, so I ate some watermelon, which had some carbs. So I was probably over 40 grams on Saturday. So I just wanted to test myself. On vacation, that was the worst day of eating I had or consuming on Saturday, but still peed purple. So still in ketosis, didn't kick myself out, was able to kind of maintain even even during a vacation when it's really hard because you don't have all the options available you do at home. And one thing I think that may have helped me to not get kicked out of ketosis is that I did work out fairly hard. I made sure to do anaerobic stuff. I worked out with the weights to burn any glycogen that I might have, help me kind of process the glucose, because as you probably know, anaerobics, you don't really use fat as a fuel, you use glucose. So wanted to kind of rip through that, so because I knew I was going to drink a little last night, and I knew I had some watermelon. So, and then also I intermittent fasted once we stopped eating at like 8 on Saturday night. I stopped drinking at 8 and didn't eat again till 1 o'clock on today, which is Super Bowl Sunday. So that was a good, I want to say 17-hour intermittent fast. So I think those kind of helped me to kind of stay in ketosis.
Hey guys, so just checked to make sure that I was still in ketosis because we were on vacation and had a very long but fun weekend. And thankfully I am, which is awesome. I was really careful about what I ate.
All right, so what I've realized in watching our past videos is that I tend to talk too much. I'm gonna let Heather do the talking about how we were able to handle this weekend vacation at the Dells, with the temptation, what meals we ate on the road there, things that we kind of did to make sure we didn't get kicked out of ketosis in a very kind of delicate spot for us, because obviously there's challenges on finding things to eat in that type of scenario when you're on the road and when you're at a hotel.
So when we first left right after gymnastics practice, we wanted to get on the road quickly and get to the Dells, but we got drive-through Culver's. We were able to get a double cheeseburger there with lettuce, tomato, pickle, all the veggies kind of on it.
No bun.
No bun. And then the next morning we woke up and friends and teammates all decided to go to a breakfast buffet that was loaded with carbs, pancakes and waffles and all types of donuts and cinnamon rolls and fruits, etc. We managed to find sausage and bacon and eggs. So we steered clear of all carbs for breakfast while everybody, ate lots of carbs for breakfast. And then for lunch, what did we have for lunch?
Lunch was more, so you guys we went to the water park, right, and went down the slides and did all that, so we kind of burnt some calories there, and then we did lunch. It was a little late, so it was, I want to say, probably about 3 o'clock, and then we went to a place that had, Philly cheesesteak, steak, and all that. So what I had was a couple of vodka sodas to start drinking for the night, 0 carbs in that, and I had a Philly cheesesteak, no bun, with
A salad.
With a salad.
And I had a salad, and I had chicken wings, and then I had 1 vodka soda. And then for dinner, we had a pizza party, which we could not partake in, so we spent, I think, triple or quadruple what everybody else spent. And we had chicken parm, without the pasta, of course, and with broccoli. So we just adapted our meal. We were still able to order from the same place, but we ate something that we could have while everybody else had pizza.
Yeah, it cost a little more money, but it was definitely worth it in for our health and our well-being, I thought.
Sure.
And then we ended up fasting. From that point, I think we stopped drinking. So that night, I ended up having like 5 Michelob Ultras, and then those 2 vodka sodas and 3 shots of tequila. It ended up giving me probably about 13, like 25 to 30 carbs just in drinking that day. So I was a little worried that, that's what we've discussed, that I was going to get kicked out of ketosis. But then we fasted from 8 o'clock that night to 1 o'clock after the meet was over, after our daughter, she medaled 5 times, she had a great meet. But at 1 o'clock, we went back to Culver's, which is big in Wisconsin, and got another double bacon cheeseburger, no bun, with a salad. And one thing that I did that I was really cognizant of, I knew I was going to be kind of, walking a fine line with carbs and, drinking and with what we had to eat available to us. So I ended up doing a workout. I worked out in the weight room with weights. I ran 2 miles. So I thought that might help me keep me in ketosis by kind of like depleting my body of glycogen, any glycogen that was stored in there.
And since I didn't have time to work out with running around with the kids, I kept my drinking to a minimum so that I would not be over on carbs, and then stayed within the food plan as well.
Yeah, but she did essentially work out without planning to work out, because she walked up and down the slides, the slides like 10, 15 times, which I don't know if you've ever been to a water park, walking up, 5 flights on wooden stairs, that can be kind of wet and slippery. That's a workout.
Especially with heavy tubes in your hands. So, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But we did it. We stayed in ketosis. So it's definitely possible and doable. And we still had a ton of fun, and we didn't feel like we missed out or lost out on anything. We had just as much fun as everybody else.
Absolutely. So it can be done. So anyone who tells you can't stand ketosis or you can't do a keto diet when you're on vacation, or when you're eating out, they don't know what they're talking about. So, and and I know it can be done. We're the Keto Couple. See you later. Kick ass, take names, and we'll see you next time.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, but we'll definitely see you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.